What's up, buddy?
Hey, week 2.
It's Tuesday, baby. You know what that means.
What does it mean? You
Time
tell
to
me.
talk some Hawks, baby. How you feeling
Okay.
today?
Good. It's decent. Not a lot of news coming our way through Hawk Camp, which
Sounds very
sounds
usual.
yeah.
we
It's
won't
always.
shit. We won't start hearing shit until what? Next week, maybe if we're lucky.
Well, Kids Day is supposedly Saturday, weather permitting. We'll see. I'm supposed to go to that, and we'll see what happens.
What's up, Kyle? Nothing,
dude?
man. We're 24 days out, man. So we're starting to get excited.
My favorite
24
number.
days, bro.
My favorite number, man. I love
Yeah.
Niall Kinnick. Yep.
Hell yeah, man. So, what do you say we just jump right into this? We're keeping this bad boy short tonight. This is gonna be a short episode. Obviously, we don't got a lot to cover yet, anyway. But
Next week's the big one, though. Well,
yeah, next week we'll have Tavon on. We'll talk a little, get some camp stories and some shit, and hopefully hear some more, get some news and maybe some indication on potential quarterback position. I know you want to talk about that, or you want to wait on
that? We can talk about that at the end, just briefly breeze by it. But I'm more excited to actually talk some smack to our friend from up north about the World Cup and ask him what happened to his Canadians.
Tavon?
Yeah, yes.
Listen, he'll probably be in the same boat when you're thinking about it. But all right, man. So should we jump into this bad boy?
Yeah, let's do it. All
right, let's talk this year. I know last week we talked mostly wrapping up the season and all that fun shit. Let's get into it, man. What do you say? We got
absolutely, dude.
That's a good season, man. So you want to start off with our top 5 players, or you want to do our top 5 games and kind of go from there?
Let's do players first. Can you remind me? So I should know what his nickname is, but what is Tony Diaz's nickname? What do they call him?
The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman. Thank you. I wanted to say the Boomstick for some reason, but I feel like he's going to live up to his name. I'm telling you, everything I've heard from him has just been like praise, and more praise, especially since the guy's not very tall when it comes to wide receiver standards. He's the best. I think he's going to surpass our number 2 player, DJ Vonham. He's the stud. He's going to be the next tight end of the future. And who do you got?
All right, hold on one second. I got to do some technical things. But listen, I have Tony Diaz for me is number 1, mostly just for the upside. You already talked about, right? We talked about it before about Kirk Ferentz talking about him, right?
Yes.
So yeah, he that says a lot, right? When you think about wide receivers that get talked about at Iowa, it's mostly, I think he has the impact to be one of the top players on us, just based off of the preseason hype he has around him. So crazy catching skills, crazy route running skills, had 11 touchdowns last year before he transferred in. So that's impressive to say the least, man. And here we go.
I believe it.
Yeah. And not only that, he can catch the ball. He can run hella routes. And that's why I have him as my top player next year. Now, whether that sees fit, we'll see. But
he'll definitely be 3.
Go ahead.
He'll be top 3. If it's not top number 1, he'll be top 3 at least.
Terry, this is the Hawkaholics podcast, baby. You know this. And then I have DJ Vanami as number 2. What we saw at him last year is something we have not seen as a freshman tight end to that level. I mean, we've had some tight ends run through this university, especially the last 15 years.
Right.
And I don't recall the last time we had a freshman All-American tight end.
So I have a question when it comes to Von Hom. How you feeling about Ostrenga? Do you feel bad for him?
It's Vanami.
Yes. Sorry.
That's all right.
My English is trash. How do you feel about Ostrenga?
I think he adds depth to that room. I think this might be the deepest tight end room we have between Thomas Meyer, him, and obviously Vanami.
So does it sadden you? I know that Vanami is nice, but the fact that basically jumped the spot.
It doesn't sadden me so much. Obviously, I feel for the kid. He battled through some injuries. Obviously,
Right,
he had
right.
moments coming up, and is you never know. This could be one of those years the two tight ends,
right.
And we have a DJ Hawkins and Noah Fant situation again. Not saying that
Yeah.
2 tight ends in the first round will ever happen again, but
doubt it. I doubt it.
It doesn't mean that he can't have a great year too, right?
No.
But my top 2 guys, which is crazy, are on offense. It's just hard to think, and they're playmakers to think about. It tells you a lot of how much this offense has changed since Brian Ferentz, RIP, took his talents elsewhere.
I'm a little. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous. Mosu. I'm a little nervous though because like you get like attached to these players and then like they're there for like 1 year because you want them to be there for longer. Like Von Hami. Same thing with Diaz. Vanami. I'll get it. Diaz. Same thing with him too. Diaz, like I just like what if he just tears it up? He's gonna want to go to Bama or I don't want to be like.
Listen, that's on us to. Well, that's on us to fork over some money to keep him, I guess.
True. Should we go to the other side of the ball with our number 4?
Kelvin, what's up, man? Kelvin believes we have 4 first-round picks next spring. Yes, and possibly yes. I agree. That would not surprise me if we potentially could get up to 4 guys in that first round because Kelvin, those dudes are
all
leave. Fucking studs. They can leave. That's the thing. They all can leave. I mean, obviously,
really?
I think the O linemen they're seniors.
Yes.
Piper and Locke.
Where's
Vanami's Lutmer is a junior, so he would be done after this year. I'm pretty sure he was a sophomore last year. And then Vanami is a redshirt sophomore this year, which makes him eligible because he's technically a junior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then obviously the linemen, they are. But Moose is watching the Cubs and the Fever and listening to you guys. Hey, it sounds like heaven, baby. And hopefully drinking some Busch lattes, Moose. Very nice. But I'm going to move on. Number 3 is Zach Lutmer. Sure. That guy is what we saw last year, and I think we kind of knew it was coming as soon as Homeboy transferred to Minnesota. What was that dude's name?
Nestor. Yeah.
That Lutmer was coming, that there was some footsteps on the door, and he knew better. And listen, what he did last year, hell of a season. I think he's going to take it up that next level. I got him at number 3. I got him at that potential first-round, second-round pick for sure. And I even saw some ESPN dudes picked him to win that Jim Thorpe Award too. So
wouldn't surprise me.
A lot of pressure on him, but if anybody can live up to a pressure, it'd be an Iowa defender as opposed to an Iowa offensive lineman or offensive player. So my number 4 is going to be Mr. Merriweather. He has to have a huge year. I know one of our key, I guess, positions of worry would be that defensive line. And I think as him with some game experience, he's probably got to be one of the leaders now, besides obviously who we picked up in the portal. I think he has to have a strong year, and he's got to get some pressures in those quarterbacks so our defense can really lock in and do what they do. So I think he plays a huge part. I want to see him have just a massive coming out party. I think he can. And I'm excited to see how he does this year. And then obviously Cade Piper, I think that guy is that next elite first-round draft pick, dude. Like always. All day. He was a freak last year. He's going to be a freak this year. And those are my top 5. And obviously we have the same people, which is it is what it is. You have any how about any wild cards? Any honorable mentions of people we should look at?
Trevor Locke. Did I say that right?
I think that's right. Locke.
I think he looks like the oldest guy on that team. Maybe Epinesa. I always forget about him. I always
sophomore this year.
Talking about.
He's got a sophomore campaign coming up this year, so
I feel like he's been here for like ever, just sitting on the sidelines.
That's because we always have an Epinesa sitting in the wing. Yes, 100%. Yep.
How?
Listen,
how did I forget him?
I got to keep biting my tongue because there is so much I want to just unload, but I have to save it, or the season would end right now, our show, and then we wouldn't be here. But
exactly. Basically, you're right. Yeah.
Moulton, that is another one that could have a phenomenal year. Again, another offensive player. LJ Phillips, I think that guy's the real deal, man. I really do.
Depending on who, I think we're gonna have a 1-2 combo in the backfield, and depending on who our quarterback is, I see some Doak Walker candidates.
For sure, one.
Especially Moulton. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. He hit, dude. From his beginning year, like from when we first saw him on the field to like last year, the night and day improvement from each year has been phenomenal. And God, the improvements, dude, with him, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I agree.
I could see that too. Definitely.
That's that down there in the goal line stand. That's in those goal line positions, man. We have ourselves a back that's he wants to hit you. He's waiting for you to hit him in that hole. They don't call him a pit bull for no reason. We got a boogeyman and a pit bull that we picked up in the portal, and I'm excited for both of those gentlemen. So very excited. I'm trying to think who else I got my eye on. Honestly, I want to see. I got to double check and make sure.
Need to learn the kickers, like the punter and the kicker. I need to learn them.
I asked you last week if you're going to be worried about punter, the punting position.
Well, apparently,
we lost our punter and our special teams coach.
According to Swarmcast, the current punter had some better hang time than Reese, but this was like camp and stuff. So you should check them out, dude. Swarmcast is really good. They have like, if you really want some like information, they're the ones to go to.
All right, I do have two other dudes that I think we should keep a watch on. One of them being
KJ Parker.
No, Deshaun Lee.
Oh God, how did I forget about him?
Listen, his fifth year.
Yep,
he's back. He didn't play bad, extremely bad last year. The year before, they all played really bad, right? They were all fucking terrible the year before.
Yep.
Last year, it was okay. Like, he did fine. So I'm excited to kind of see where he evolves and where he can take his game. He's coming back for his fifth year. I think he'll be a good one. And then I'm excited to see, I know we talk a lot about the boogeyman, but I'm ready to see Reese Vandersee fully healthy, fully in this offense. The way he came out towards the end of last season, some of those absolute ridiculous catches, man.
Yep.
I'm telling you, you were saying it to me. There's so many unknowns, but there are a lot of knowns that we do know. And just for an example, he is a known. He's a big body that can catch that ball in traffic and can go up and get that shit. We saw it last year. So we have a lot more knowns than the unknowns for once. And our knowns are they have some threats behind them when it comes to like at least the offensive side. So I'm excited to keep chatting it up about that. But
absolutely. Shall we hop to the games? I'm actually more excited to talk about the games than I am the players. Let's talk about the games. I'm excited. I really, I've been looking forward to talking about these.
Listen, I'm just gonna say this. Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Honestly, it won't matter if the QB sucks. We've seen that before, and
Super
lots
Bowls.
of teams have seen that before. Yes, Matt, I agree, man. I've heard a lot about this wide receiver group. Honestly, when you think about it, I've heard a shit ton about the wide receiver group, the tight end group, and the running back group that I've never heard this chatter. But in quarterback group, that I have not heard this chatter before in a long, actually ever, to be honest with you. Yep. So a lot of knowns that are exciting. I guess we're going to see how it all folds in. But listen, let's jump into this. Obviously, I'm excited. If you're out there in your top 5 games, the first 3 don't include the gauntlet that we have to go through in the first 3 weeks. There's something wrong with you, because that is going to make or break our season. I'm telling you right now. that first 6 weeks, dog, that makes or breaks us.
I messed up again. I did a lot of last minute change.
It's all right. We allow it.
Okay.
We're not professionals. I don't give a fuck
That's
here.
That's true. That's true.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to head?
Yes. Okay, so
you.
I'll go first. Okay, right. So Ohio State. I'll go backwards just a little bit here. So I'm going in order of the games as far as like the gauntlet. So my number 2 spot, Michigan. I think out of these 3 teams in the gauntlet, I think Michigan is our best shot at a win. And I say that for the sole purpose of...
Tell me why. Tell me why.
I love Kyle Whittingham. I think he's an amazing coach. And I would actually, if he ever was a candidate for Iowa, I would choose him in a heartbeat. I just think Michigan has a lot of issues. And I don't think Bryce Underwood's a proven quarterback. And I truly feel like going out west for Washington, not our thing. We don't do well out west. Michigan, we've had chances and we've beaten them in the big house, and that's going to be, let's see, that's not their biggest game because they play Oklahoma week 2. But I think that they might have a hangover. They might have play, I can't think, I'd have to look at their schedule, but I believe we're the home opener for their Big Ten. I think we're the first team. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
for them. Both. Okay.
That's ours too. Both of us. Yep.
So, with that being said, it's just Bryce Underwood's not proven. There's a lot of question marks with that team, and I think that it's got upset written all over it. If there was an upset, Ohio State, we all know why Ohio State is our top, because that's to see where we're at as a team. Washington, I have it there because we just never do well out west. And then last minute flip flop. I'm gonna do Illinois 4, Iowa State 5. I truly don't think Iowa State's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be a fucking blowout. I really do. I'm probably gonna change it a little bit come preview week, but just everything about them is brand new. They lost a shit ton of guys to Penn State. And
history could repeat itself,
Kyle.
Coach. We call that the woodshed.
I think this Ohio State team would absolutely just dominate 2017.
Yeah, well.
I think Sands, well, they have better. I know. No, they have better weapons this time around. Smith.
What games could sneak in on you? Which games could sneak in there? Which game were like
Wisconsin?
Okay, go. Mine has got to be either Minnesota because it's on the road. I think that one could potentially sneak in there. Listen, the only reason I have Iowa State on there is because they've had our number lately, and we owe them an ass whooping.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
We need to win all the games we can to start the season because of that gauntlet and some of these games we have throughout the game. So, to me, it is very important that we start the year 3-0 before we head to Michigan.
Yep.
That's just kind of why I put Iowa State in. I kind of agree with you. I think Iowa beats the living shit out of them.
I do. Yeah. It's going to
2 touchdowns minimum, I think.
Like, it's going to be violent, dude. I'm telling you.
But it's an important game for what if Iowa wants to achieve anything like the college football playoff. You can't lose to a team like Iowa State, who will finish mid-pack of the Big 12 and that's on a good finish. I think the media picked them almost dead last, if not dead last. So it's not, we can't lose that game and then hope that we're going to make the playoffs and limp in there. Hell, we lose that game and somehow still go 10-2. They're going to hold that shit over our head because we're
absolutely.
It's just the way it is, man. So, but yeah, Ohio State, that's the biggest game. Ohio State, other than Oregon, I think Oregon and Ohio State are the most loaded and complete teams again this year. Shocker. So it's a big game, not just because we're going to do our live show tailgate there, which I'm excited for. It's not going to be as cold. We're not going to be snowed on, baby. It's going to be fantastic. Week after my 40th birthday. It's going to be a good time. It's just it sets up for something that could be special, right? This could make or break a special season, especially if we somehow stroll into Michigan and take that W from them. That's huge, right? So Ohio State's number 1. I put Washington number 2 because when you're looking at it on paper and that 3-game gauntlet, the odds are in our favor to win that one before they're in the favor to win Michigan and Ohio State.
I get where you're coming from, dude, but I just think I'm gonna stick with the West Coast stuff.
Listen, I agree with you. Right now, I haven't seen anything. The too many unknowns and just not seeing this team right now. I do think that we take that L on that one just because of all the dynamics that flow into that thing. But I do think it's the second most important game because hypothetically, think about this. We lose to Ohio State and we lose to Michigan, and our hopes to the college football playoff falls in Washington on a Friday night. So I think that's a pivotal, very important game. So I put it as my number 2. And then obviously Michigan at number 3. It's the other round, last game. Well, it's the first game of the gauntlet, but last in my rankings here. Obviously covered the important side of that. It's going to be huge. And I think we're going to do a segment where we're going to have a confidence picks. And we're going to do this year as new this year for us, where we're going to put point values behind our confidence and see who wins at the end of the year. I think that's just going to become a very important game that we win if we can get it done. But that would be the second most likely. I think that we could potentially sneak in and get that W. We just got to go 1-2 during that 3-game stretch, and I'll take care of business the rest of the way. You'll be in the playoff.
Yep.
End of story. And then obviously I talked about Iowa State before, and then Illinois on the road, I believe, is just going to be sneaky good. Brett Bielema always has well-coached teams. Oh, what are you waiting for?
Well, I was going to talk about it during our season prediction, but you do know, little-known fact, I'm not sure about Illinois, but I know for a fact if we beat Wisconsin this year, we're going to tie the series. I think Illinois too, from what I heard. So we have a chance to tie up 2 series all times.
That's good. That Wisconsin one.
I thought we had it. I legit thought we were like 2 games over.
We went through that one. Listen, we went through that one stretch and it was not a good one.
Oh, that was bad. Yes.
But it was 50-50 for like the longest time. And then,
I like, okay. Yeah.
Bob, 100%.
Sorry, Bob. God dang it.
Which one are you clicking on?
Sorry.
There you go, Bob.
Sorry.
It is a real possibility, man. That's that 3-game stretch, man. It's a possibility all 3 of those teams could blow us out of the water. We got to see this team in action and how we react. I think we react just like we always do at a Kurt Ferentz-led team. KF usually gets them refocused. You may get your wheels beat off you, but we're going to end up winning 8 games, right? Potentially 9 games. I think it would be a crushing blow to us, to be honest with you. I mean, in this day and age of NIL and the arms race to get ahead, I think getting taken to the woodshed by Ohio State isn't a good look for a program that's wanting to achieve what they're trying to achieve and shit like that. So, I hope we don't get our asses blown out. If we're going to lose, make it respectable, and we go from there.
Yep.
Kind of.
This is a great honorable mention.
It is.
New stadium.
They're going to Sunday evenings as well. Dean's a good dude, frequent guy on here. He was here last week for a little bit. He'll probably be popping in the coming shows. Obviously, we don't have much tonight. Oh, sorry. Still betting the under, Brandon?
9. 9-3.
Going 9-3?
Yep, still sticking with it. I'm not, and if I do get to go Saturday, I'm not going to base what I saw Saturday off for my record. I don't ever do that. It'll bite me in the ass.
Yes, sir, Bob. What was that? What you said, Sunday?
Yes.
What was that?
What do you mean?
What did you just say?
I said even if I don't make it Saturday, that's not gonna change my record prediction. It's just a damn practice. You don't ever go off practice. I learned that the hard way. It bites me in the ass every time.
Every time, man. That's why you just don't do it, man. Moose. Moose got 9-3, 10-2. Good QB play.
Exactly.
Moose. I'm with you, man. I'm with you, baby. Nice, man. So I'm excited, man. Like I said, why don't we pay some bills?
Yep, and we'll do our Mt Rushmore.
And we'll do some Mt Rushmore. So for all you guys tuning in still, we got about 50 of you right now. Please share, like, comment. It helps us. Obviously, we just like to do this for fun. So we got to pay some bills here to keep the train rolling.
He's talking about Saturday. Well, it depends on if it's going to – they'll probably – if it rains or whatever, they'll probably move it to the frickin' indoor facility.
I'm just going to keep putting this up throughout the show moving forward. It's just going to always come up to you.
All right.
All right, we'll take a quick little breather, and we'll come back. We'll do some Mt Rushmore. We'll talk a little bit about the quarterbacks. Not a whole lot, obviously, as we talked about, and then we'll check in to see if there's anything to wrap up when it comes to the rest of the Hawkeye sports. So you are on the Hawkaholics podcast, brought to you by the Villains Network. Listen, sometimes it'd be like that, bro.
People ask me all the time what I'm doing with my life now that I'm retired. And no, it's not heavy workouts and dieting and protein shakes. It's a new recovery drink. Introducing Hyde's Hail Mary. I wanted something clean, reliable, and actually enjoyable. So if you want a better sip in your own playbook, draft one or both. And yes, it has a little bit of Meta won't let me say it, but you can connect the dots.
Yes, sir. So, coffee drinkers, man. Coffee drinkers, baby.
Yes.
Go on over to Cocaine Coffee, promo code Villains15 to get 15% today. I've never had it. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I like the smell. So, anybody that's got it, please let us know how it is in the comments. Heard great things about it. Obviously, Andrew and the boys at Villains Network working hard to get that bad boy. And then, obviously, Hyde's Hail Mary. Shout out to Micah Hyde.
Yes, sir.
Doing his own thing post-football, man, and I have had those. I always talk about them. They are pretty damn good. So head on over to his website there, and you can use that front seat 20 for 20% off. And if it's Chris talking about drinking that shit and predicting Iowa to win the whole thing, and it's not, so that's good.
Oh, God. Yes. Every year we get this. I love it. I love you, man. You're the best.
So what? So what? So what?
I'd like to know what your team is, bro. I would love to know what your team is.
Hey, yeah, let us know in the comments, man. We like all the fun. We're going to show your funny comments.
Yeah,
all right, so we have a little fun. Should we do a little Mt Rushmore and keep this train rolling? I know we started this a couple years ago. We did the defensive backs and safeties. We combined them together to make it hard, and guess what? Y'all said that was too hard and we should have separated them, but that was the whole point because there was a lot of motherfuckers that got left off. Cool. So let's get right into this bad boy. Mt Rushmore, baby. All right. I'll kick it off if you want.
Go ahead, man.
Kick it off. But listen, Iowa defense and Iowa linebackers, they go together like spaghetti and meatballs, and the same quote we used last time from the Big Daddy. But yeah, man, this one was another doozy of a list, even though it was one thing. I had a bunch of honorable mentions that I had lined up, and I had a bunch of people that I was flirting and floating around. But obviously, the number one overall linebacker of all time has got to be Larry Station. Obviously, before my time, I don't remember being a part of that. But when you see the highlights, the stats, and just the accolades that guy did, that guy was definitely just a absolute beast when it came to linebacker. And I'm glad I'm a tuna fish. Yeah, Andrew's got me covered there. Go together like lamb and tuna fish. Thanks, Andrew. Right. I think you did that last week too. I'm gonna have to remember that shit now. But yeah, and then number two, obviously, we're a little more current here. Obviously, not so current, but Chad Greenway, man, that guy. Listen, there's two linebackers I think of I first think of when I was really starting to grow up and really understand and pay attention to Iowa football. Obviously, I watched it when I was little, but it was him and it was Abdul Hodge, and those two were on the same field at the same time, and it was like
it was fire, dude.
It was fun to watch.
It was fire.
They were so fucking good, dude.
I know.
And then obviously Greenway went on to have just a hell of a year, a career, I guess, with the Minnesota Vikings. Not year, his career, man. That guy was there
amazing.
Forever. He just put it all together. That guy was one of a kind, coming from 8-man football, I believe, in South Dakota to what he became in Iowa. It tells you everything you know about KF and his development of players, especially on the defensive side. So Chad Greenway, number two. For me, number three has got to be Jack Campbell. What he did at Iowa recently and now what he's doing in the NFL is just crazy. The boy got paid last year, led the league in tackles. He is just that. You want to talk about linebacker to the core? That guy is a linebacker to the core, and I think he's going to have a strong year and career as well.
I hope he doesn't have a strong.
Too bad, man. You can still win games, and he has a strong year, man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, man. Jack Campbell, I loved watching him. Everything about him was fun to watch. And then number four for me is Pat Anger. That guy, you want to talk about a dog that set the tone? That guy was a dog. I loved watching him, and now it's even better when we get to listen to him up in the announce booth with Dolph. So,
he's great, dude. He's fantastic.
Very, very awesome. 100%. James Morris was another one that was on my radar. I remember him making a splash. I believe he started playing as a freshman.
Yep.
Which was very cool to see back in the day. Josie Jewell was honorable mention for me, the outlaw. That guy was the same thing. I believe he started seeing some action as a freshman. Dude was phenomenal. Obviously, he said Larry Station, Josie Jewell. I have Abdul Hodge on one of my honorable mentions as well. That guy was a beast.
Yeah, he was good.
God, he was just fun to watch. Him and Greenway together. And then even Jay Higgins, like another guy we just forgot. Like, it was hard. Right. Got up Jay Higgins. What a tackling machine for 2 years, man. That guy was phenomenal. And then Nick Jackson. Honestly, think about it. Nick Jackson was phenomenal as well. It's compared with Jay Higgins. It's important, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's too many. There's way too many. And like, you could do, like, honestly, dude, we could probably do 2 weeks worth of shows.
Yeah.
All right, was he a linebacker? I thought he was a lineman.
I'm pretty sure he was a linebacker. It was loaded, man. Listen, we could do 2 shows talking about top 10 defensive players in Iowa. Shit, we could do a show. We could do 3 weeks worth of shows talking about just the top 10 players that Kurt Ferentz has ever had on the defensive sides of the ball. So, yeah, Bob, 100%. He's my number 4, dude. Number 4 is great on the mic now. And
here, I got one for you. I got one for you. Do you remember? So this one's personal because I actually grew up. He lived across the street. He's my neighbor. Like, I think it was his junior to several years after college. But do you remember Roger Meyer from Rock Rapids?
Yep.
Yeah. That's an honorable mention. He was way underrated, in my opinion. Should have been in the NFL.
Yeah, a lot of studs, man. A lot of studs, man.
Yep.
Trying to think if I'm leaving anybody out. If you guys got any more,
I'm
you
sure
want to
you
drop
are.
in the comments, dude. There's just so many. I mean, not as many as the safety defensive back combo that we paired up together, but that was fun.
I know.
I like making people choose, bro. It's fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, that's why there's 4 and Mount Rushmore, not 5.
Yeah. we can have 5 on ours, maybe. You may need 5. But yeah, man, there's just a lot of studs on this one. This one was a little bit easier, but there were still a lot of dudes that get left off. Be interesting to see how this evolves over time. Obviously, we probably won't be doing this show in 10 years to update these damn lists, but it'd be cool to see how it evolves and our opinions down the line. But yeah, man, Iowa was just a farm of defense, man. Just a farm of defense.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So are we? Should we talk about the quarterback battle that you and I kind of sort of have? Because we're going to do a little friendly wager of who's starting this year for the Hawks.
What's the bet?
What should we bet on? Should we do a case of beer? Should we do what should our prize be? I don't want to do money. I don't like doing money. I always lose. It's not fair to me because I always lose.
And you feel like you're just paying out the bills, man. That's fine.
What should we do?
Let's do some beer, man. That's easy.
Do some beer. All right.
We don't feel like it's a loss because here's the thing. I lose, I'll share my beer with you. How about that you buy me?
Well, no, here's the thing. I was gonna say we just get a case when you come out in October. Whoever covers the beer. I mean, Moose usually
Moose got the beer.
I know. We can do Venmo. Fuck it. But so
I can give Moose some monies.
You let everybody know your quarterback. Give us your reason why you think he's your cat. So let's just do a little presidential debate on our quarterback.
All right. I'm going to go. Listen, I'm going Hank Brown. So if you're talking end of last year, Mr. Jeremy Hecklinski would have been my go-to all day, every day, right? That was, I think I might have said that on the ending show. Look forward to seeing him full year. He's got some legs behind him. I'm changing that, man. I'm going Hank Brown on this one. To me, I think he fits what both KF wants to do and Tim Lester wants to do, right? I think he fits it more than Hecklinski. Hecklinski's got better wheels, right? We already know that
I love me some wheels, dude.
He's a little more mobile, but we know how much KF loves himself. One of those big arm, big quarterbacks that can run the offense they want to do, right? And now that it's come down to this arms race, I didn't think that they would go into fall camp where it was going to be still up in the air. Honestly, when we talked, when we talked last year, I didn't think it would. And then obviously in spring they talked about it, and I still was like, okay, that's because we've only had a few months in between the season ending and spring ball. Cool, I get it. But now we're rolling into fall, and we are 24 days out, and we have not the slightest clue who's going to even start. I really think the nod will come down to KF giving the nod, honestly, because it's that tight of a race. Listen, man, that's just how I feel this thing will go.
I understand.
It's not that he's choosing, but when you're sitting there and they're like, this guy's the same as this guy, who are we going with? Who's going to make that final decision most of the time if they can't decide? The head coach and Tim Lester will come together, and we'll do it. So give me Hank Brown. I think he's come a long way after we saw the outing he had against Indiana. Listen, that's a tough situation to be put in, right? Games on the line, your team's moving the ball, your team has a chance to upset didn't know it at the time, the then national champions, eventual national champions. That's just a tough situation for the kid to come into when you're not expected to. I know next man in and all, but I think he's done a lot to position himself right, and I think he ends up getting the nod to start. That's my take.
Understandable.
Right. Who you going? Because obviously, if we're having a bet, that must mean you're not going with Fitzgerald, are you?
I would love to. I'm surprised he didn't go over to Sparty. I'm going with the Heckmeister, Jeremy Hecklinski, Mr. Former Wake Forest. I just think I've always been a fan of the runners. I feel like, Drew Tate, perfect example. I feel like he's going to be I like quarterbacks that can get out of the goddamn pocket when you got big bad Leroy Brown chasing after your ass. I don't like when quarterbacks sit there and just bobbing and weaving like a boxer and I like when they actually just freaking scoop out and get the hell out. I mean, we had that with Sully, but I think Heck's got a way better arm than Sullivan. Sullivan probably should have been a running back, to be perfectly honest with you.
And talent-wise, both those guys have just better arms and better
yes.
QB IQs than Sullivan ever had. Sullivan was great. He did some things. I think he's still on Tulane, to be honest with you. Not a bad school to be at. He got some action last year, but the IQ just wasn't what it needed to be. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time for us is why he really got in, and he was the best quarterback option that year we had. Listen, I said it that year repeatedly. He was at that time. That was just fucking bad year. That was just the worst quarterback room of all time. I don't know.
And Johnson saved our ass.
Yeah, and Johnson saved our ass, but yeah. I'm excited. I think whoever they go with,
play a lot.
Whoever they go with, it goes. I'm going to circle back up to this comment up here because I 100% agree with this. Moose, drop this one. I am 100% agreeant of this. Quarterback play. Honestly, quarterback play could hinge on whether we're 8-4 or 10-2.
Yep, exactly.
Because we're not going to be able to get away with some really, really, really god-awful, shitty quarterback play at Minnesota. It's just not going to happen, right? We got to have something to go right there for that to work. We're not going to get away with really, really shitty play at Illinois.
No.
And then those 3 games, we're not going to get away with really, really shitty play at all in any of those games and survive. So, realistically, I think good quarterback play has Iowa in the playoff.
Do you see
%
Do you see a 2008 year where I don't like saying this man's name, Jake the Lefty Christensen plays 80% of the year, and then at the end, here comes Stanzi? You think do you think they'll go back and forth, or do you think once they have somebody, boom, there he is?
I think they're gonna ride it. I think this is a different day and age of football. I don't think you can. Actually, I don't know, man. It is a different day and age in football. You could be one of those. Do I think KF does? That's not a KF characteristic to keep fucking going back and forth.
No, it's
quarterbacks.
Not,
but could it be potentially what you see in this day and age of football? We could. We don't know. We haven't had a 2 quarterback issue since this new age of football has hit. So I'm curious to see how KF has evolved when it comes to this. Obviously, he's evolving with the game a lot better than some of these other older coaches. That's why he's still on the sideline, and all the other ones are like, nah, I'm running from this because I want nothing to do with it, i.e. Nick Saban, when he's like, shit, now everybody gets to pay their players, I'm out.
Yep.
A lot of those guys left. A lot of those guys bolted.
And he's still here.
Yeah, and he's here till he wants to leave. And it is what it is. I'm okay with it. Just keep winning 8-9 games, and potentially, I think this year – I think this is the year he gets us over that hump. And then, listen, ball's in his court, man. All you do, you make the playoff, you win the game, go on to the next round. Shit, sounds like a career to me.
I would, dude. I would take, honestly.
Yep.
Freaking. Just bring a playoff game to Kinnick Stadium. That's what I really want. The atmosphere, I don't care how cold it is, dude. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be insane. And I would love
LSU coming up.
Oh, I would love that. Or Ole Miss. I would take Ole Miss.
In December. Yeah. Oh, January. Oh, boy. Man. That's going to be a fun one. That's what everybody wants to see, man. You don't get to see that one. But, Andrew, 100% you're right. And, yeah, I think this quarterback decision is going to weigh a lot on KF. I know he gives full trust to Tim Lester, but when you're in a situation like this, you know damn well Tim Lester is taking the advice of Kurt Ferentz in his program and how he wants to go with this. So it's going to be exciting. I think we see an announcement probably after Saturday.
Hey, you know what's
or the week after that?
You know what's really nice? Lester's been he knows these quarterbacks now. Instead of like
first time.
Mark just hopping in like he did last year. He actually knows the quarterbacks and can actually work with them.
They know his offense. I think he said this is his first group that knows his offense in and out. All of them.
Beautiful. That's what we want. Beautiful.
And listen, look what happened in his first 2 years that he's been with us. The points have gone up.
Yep.
Right? Our offense has not been as laughable. We're still, as you see here, 118th in total offense last year. Listen, you can only take that with a grain of salt, right? Correct. I always tell people this shit because when your whole philosophy is based off of flipping the field with punting and playing stout defense and getting turnovers, of course you're not going to have many yards when your average starting field position is midfield. Yep. They're all going – everybody else is going 80 yards. We only have to go 50 all the time. And just to get to field goal range, you only have to go 20 yards. So 20 yards, points, 20 yards, points, 20 yards, points. Like, take it with a grain of salt. It was much improved, right? And then, listen, I know I'm jumping ahead, but then you look at NIU's offense last year, almost dead last.
Well, who'd they beat?
Didn't they beat
Notre Dame?
They beat Notre Dame? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was last year. Yeah.
Either way, bad offense they had last year. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but who's Iowa State's quarterback this year? That quarterback. Just give you an idea. Just fun time.
I'm not worried.
100%, Kyle. I would rather have a short field and be on offense all day and put up only 280 yards of total offense every single game and win 9 games. I would do that all day. All fucking day. I wouldn't even think twice about it. As frustrating as I know Hawk fans have thought it has been the last 10 years, you got to embrace what you're great at. And we get this offense humming, man. It's a whole different conversation we're having. 100%. Well, cool, man. What else you got? You got anything going on around?
Yeah, there hasn't really been much news as far as like other sports for Iowa. Haven't heard anything baseball, basketball. Do we have anything basketball?
Nothing yet, man. They just wrapped up, I think, the summer practice.
Yeah. So I don't want to say anything about wrestling because that's kind of got me up in a bind right now. I'm a little mad about the decommit, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, that's some news, I guess. That kid from New Jersey decommitted, right? Have you heard much into that?
I don't really want to. I don't like spreading rumors, man. I've just heard. I follow a lot of wrestling, like pages and stuff, and I've read some things that little damning to the Brands brothers, and I'm kind of like with a lot of people with the Ferentz brigade. I ride with the Brands, but I mean, we want winners. We want to go back to Iowa wrestling, but
no. Here's the giddy up when it comes to Iowa wrestling compared to football. Iowa wrestling is the Alabama of wrestling.
We are.
So the expectation is definitely here high. It should be high.
Should be.
Way high.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go Hawks, man.
Go Hawks, Danny.
Hopefully you're excited next couple coming weeks, 24 days, baby. We are, man. We're just
getting
started.
So, dude.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, there really isn't a lot of news, is there?
No, we should probably let these folks enjoy their evening because next week's going to be way better. Way better, people, I promise.
All right. Well, we'll wrap this baby up. This has been a quick, fun show. Brandon, I enjoyed bullshitting with you about the Hawks, but we'll be back next week, Tuesday.
Yep.
Yes, sir, Dan, man. It's gonna be pumped, man. I'm looking forward to even talking about it in the coming weeks, man. I can't wait. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut here and give it all up, man. But I'm excited, man. Yeah. To each their own, but hey, anyway. Next week should be a fun one. We're gonna have Tavon Smith come hang out with us. We're going to try to get him to talk and tell us some of his funny camp stories next week. Just see if he can make us all laugh with some of the funny stories.
Humor. We need some humor.
I know. We need something to keep us going. Dan in Arizona, very nice. Dan, I'm in Florida, man, so
Iowa.
Hot-ass states, and this boy's up in Iowa. It's fine.
Yeah,
Dan, we're going to be at the Ohio State game. So if you do decide you want to come up for that game, please let us know. We'll tell you where we'll be at, man. We're going to do a live show from the tailgate, and it's a lot of fun, man. We did last year for the Arizona game or the Oregon game, and man, it was a blast. But yeah, man, next week, man, Tavon will be on. We'll see what he's been up to. I know we had him on last year a couple times.
Twice.
We did the tailgate with him.
Do more.
He took over the tailgate last year. It was a good-ass time with those boys. But we'll hear some camp stories. We'll hear what's honestly going on behind the scenes. Obviously, somebody that's been a part of this camp process can kind of let you know, hey, what does this look like week to week at Iowa football camp, as much as he can tell us, because we don't hear much, right? We were talking about that right now. We haven't heard shit. We've been in camp. This is week 2, right? This is I don't know shit. We know what they already told us before camp. So hopefully Tavon will try to give us a little bit. But, yeah, man, it's tough right now. We're trying to snag some tickets. Trying to snag some tickets too, but we'll find a way. But we still will be there regardless. But, Dan, I hope you make it up there, man. It was my first time up in Iowa City since I moved to Florida. And, man, I love that place. There's no place like it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. There's no place like Kenneck. So, hell yeah, Brandon, why don't we wrap this bad boy up? Let me make sure I know what I'm doing here real quick before I jump into this bad boy. But it's been fun. Short show this week. Not too much to talk about. But, yeah, we're excited for the coming weeks. We're going to dive into some more next week with Tavon Smith. Obviously, former Hawkeye, former NFL player, crispy guy at Miami Dolphins. And that guy that was about 8 hours ago. Crispy. So does that mean we need to? Sorry, I had to. All right, well, thank you all for tuning in. It was a short show. We're excited to be back. We'll be back next week with Mr. Tavon Smith. Until then, y'all, you know what we always say, go Hawks.